Outlaw Rhyme Radio. State lines don't stop rebels. Only show where the blood starts. Let it drip, let it burn. We don't run. I crossed that line with a boot full of dirt. Middle finger up high, heart covered in hurt. Every badge on the border wanna block my win, but I ride through fire like I don't fear sin. I ain't praying for mercy, I'm praying for rage. Let the state write laws, I'm writing my own page. Got smoke in my lungs and war in my veins. A wolf in the field with no crown remains. Blood stains the state line, but I still ride, never resign. Outlaw Rhyme Radio on the front line. Rebels don't run, we withdraw the sign. They can build more walls, raise high stakes, but the law always cracks where a rebel awakes. I'm the ghost in the sirens, a fire they fear. The shadow in the headlights when the truth gets near. Ain't no homeland claiming a soul like mine. Ain't no border containing a heart so blind. I'm the storm they hid, the blood they deny. A voice in the smoke that refuses to die. Blood stains the state line, but wolves like me redefine. Outlaw Rhyme Radio on the front line. Rebels don't run, we cross by design. If the line bleeds, let it bleed. That's where freedom screams. Outlaw Rhyme Radio. For the riders who bleed, not ball. See you on the next line. Outlaw Rhyme Radio. If the world's on fire, rebels don't run. We walk through it, grinning with gasoline breath. Flames lick my jacket, but I don't blink once. I've been forged in the smoke since the law called me hun. Every siren in the distance wanna cage my name, but a wolf don't fold when it's born in flame. I'm the scorch on the highway, your crowns can't hide. A ghost in the heat where the cowards divide. You pray for rain, I pray the fire stay wide. Rebels don't run from fire. We rise higher. In my teeth, left smoke on the badge and ash underneath. Every kingdom collapses when the heat gets loud, but I stay steady while the kings turn proud. I bleed through the sparks, laugh through the haze, raised by the night and the lawless blaze. Fear ain't real, just another crown I raise. Rebels don't run from fire. We rise higher. Chase you, let them. If they try to claim you, forget them. We don't flee from heat, we're the ones who set them. Yeah, Outlaw Rhyme Radio. Radio. Outlaw Rhyme Radio. For the wolves who walk, where the cowards burn. Keep riding. riders who cut through every line they draw and never fucking break. I cross border with smoking my tea, left lawmen choking on the dust beneath. They mark their maps like it keeps us trapped, but wolves don't ride by the routes they draft. I'm a 5-bone outlaw with a steel back spine, cracking every warning they paint on the line. Unbroken roads were always mine, right through the line. Unbroken, where the fearless keep their word unspoken. No badge, no state, no threat outspoken can stop a wolf whose fire's awoken. Right through the line, unbroken. Freedom's carved in every token. I've watched fences fall when the engine roars, heard sirens drown in the thunder outdoors. Their borders crumble when my shadow arrives. You can't cage wolves who refuse to survive. I burn their rules with a headlight flame, trail dust spell and not my fuck you name. Lines don't last when wolves reclaim. Right through the line, unbroken, where the fearless keep their word unspoken. No badge, no state, no threat outspoken can stop a wolf whose fire's awoken. Right through the line, unbroken. Freedom's carved in every token. If they block the road, I'll widen it. If they draw a line, I'll ride in it. Unbroken wolf, ain't nothing confining it. Nothing confining it. Outlaw Rhyme Radio, for the riders who cross every line and never fucking bow. For the ones who ride the red divide without fear, without master. I walk that line where blood meets dirt, where the state draws borders just to hide their hurt. They paint a map like it still means shit, but I burn enough lines to know they never fit. I'm a storm in boots, a wolf in the ash, tearing down warnings like they're paper trash. Fear don't live where my wheels hit fast. Fearless on the red divide, where rebels rise and cowards die. I cross that line with fire and stride. Fuck a border, fuck their life. Fearless on the red divide, I ride where the broken still define. Sirens cry but they can't touch me. I'm smoke on the wind and I'm born to be free. They guard that line like it separates fate, but I spit on their maps in the goddamn state. Every stripe bleeds when the world turns red. Every bat shakes when my shadow spreads. A fearless wolf ain't easily led. Fearless on a red divide, where rebels rise and cowards die. I cross that line with fire and stride. Fuck a border, fuck their life. Fearless on a red divide, I ride where the broken still define. If it's danger, I breathe it. If it's fire, I feed it. A red divide don't stop a wolf, I bleed across it undefeated. Outlaw Rhyme Radio, for the fearless who cross every line and burn the ones drawn to contain them. wolves who stand tall enough to make whole damn states shake. I ain't built for silence, ain't wired for fear. When I plant my boots, even God steps clear. Badgers get nervous when the ground starts to hum, 'cause wolves don't retreat when the trouble comes. I've stared down judges with a dead man's grin, watched their courage fold like rusted tin. The state ain't shit when the wild rides in. States tremble when wolves stand, when we rise with fire in our hands. No border holes, no badge commands. Fuck their laws, fuck their plans. States tremble when wolves stand, 'cause we don't bow to any man. I've marched through counties dripping red with lies, seen power flinch from rebellion cries. They build their world on fear and control, but wolves burn through it soul by soul. Every siren screams like it knows it'll break. Every courthouse shakes like it's made of mistakes. Their kingdom cracks with every step I take. States tremble when wolves stand, when we rise with fire in our hands. No border holes, no badge commands. Fuck their laws, fuck their plans. States tremble when wolves stand, 'cause we don't bow to any man. If they push, we bite. If they chase, we fight. Wolves standing tall, turn day into night. Outlaw rhyme radio, for the wolves whose shadows make whole states break and bend. Outlaw Rhyme Radio, where flames don't fear borders, and rebels don't fear shit. I crossed lines they drew in panic and chalk, burning through counties where the cops don't talk. Every sign says stop, but fuck that noise. Fire don't freeze for the rules they deploy. I'm a red-eyed wolf on a gasoline trail, kicking dust in the face of every badge that failed. State lines melt when the heat gets real. Fire don't stop at borders, and neither do motherfuckers like me. I ride where the maps turn worthless, where smoke erases what they decree. Fire don't stop at borders, and I was born to burn free. They built their fences out of fear and pride, but flames climb higher than the lies they hide. I light up the night with outlaw breath, turn every blue line into a shadow of death. They think borders matter when the world goes red. Tell that shit to the fires cracking overhead. No wall stands when rebellion spreads. Fire don't stop at borders, and neither do motherfuckers like me. I ride where the maps turn worthless, where smoke erases what they decree. Fire don't stop at borders, and I was born to burn free. If they chase me, they choke. If they block me, I blaze. Fire don't bow to their lines, and neither do the lawless they raised. Outlaw Rhyme Radio, for the riders who burn past every border and drag their freedom through the flames. Outlaw Rhyme Radio, where every boundary's written in smoke, not ink. We Don't talk peace, we loaded. Gunpowder trails, yeah, we rode it. Lines in the dirt that the law won't cross, cause every step closer means another badge lost. Heat on my breath, gasoline in my veins. I carved my path through fire and chains. They scream order, I answer with flame. We draw lines in gunpowder, where cowards choke and rebels get louder. One spark turns the whole state sober. Outlaw rhyme radio taking the night over. I've seen counties crumble from a single spark. I've seen wolves paint truth in the blackest dark. They preach the laws with trembling hands. I etch mine loud across the land. Dust kicks up and the boundary burns. No badge survives when the fire returns. Gunpowder maps, all the ones we learn. We draw lines in gunpowder, where cowards choke and rebels get louder. One spark turns the whole state sober. Outlaw rhyme radio taking the night over. No flags, no kings, just lines that bite. Light the fuse, let the law fear night. Outlaw rhyme radio, where every line we draw is one they'll never dare to cross. Outlaw rhyme radio. Outlaw rhyme radio. Outlaw rhyme radio. For the wolves that ride alone, bleed alone, bow to none. I ain't born for leashes, never wore their chains. Road dust, heartbeat, pumping fire through my veins. They want a name tag collar, some courtroom claim, but a lone wolf soul ain't built for their game. I carve my path through counties they fear. Every mile louder, every truth more clear. A man with no master is the one they can't kill. Nobody owns a lone wolf. Nobody tell me when to run. I ride where the law turns silent. I burn where their power comes undone. Nobody owns a lone wolf. Ooh, I ain't kneeling for anyone. I watch badges tremble under red sky nights. Seen preachers choke when they taste outlaw fights. They talk about rules, but they're carved in fear. Mine are written in smoke that never clear. I ain't got brothers, but the gravel I shred. No throne, no king, no crown on my head. Freedom's a curse to the ones who play dead. Nobody owns a lone wolf. Nobody tell me when to run. I ride where the law turns silent. I burn where their power comes undone. Nobody owns a lone wolf. I ain't kneeling for anyone. If they chase me, they bleed. If they corner me, they fall. A lone wolf answers to no name they ever call. Outlaw rhyme radio. For every wolf the world couldn't break, and never will. When dust rises higher than any bass they ever raised. Boots hit the dirt and the law hits fear, cause the rebels don't fade, we just disappear. Badges crack easy when the storm rolls in. Metal don't mean shit when the dust begins. I've seen sirens choke on the smoke I made. I watched blue lights die in the heat like shade. They swing their orders, I swing a blade of rage. Dust rises over fallen badges. The law breaks first when the fire passes. Outlaw rhyme radio for the wolves who walk through ashes. I'm the ghost on a state line drifting Maine. Leather stained red hands never clean. Their rules don't stick on a moving soul. Their cages rust out when the wheels roll cold. Every outlaw born with a curse and a grin. We don't pray for peace, we just fight and sin. Badges fall quiet when the dust blows in. Dust rises over fallen badges. The law breaks first when the fire passes. Outlaw rhyme radio for the wolves who walk through ashes. Outlaw rhyme radio for the wolves who walk through ashes. Let the desert judge, let the sirens fade. The dust remember rebels long after laws decay. Outlaw rhyme radio, where the dust stands taller than the law ever could. Outlaw rhyme radio. We don't kneel, we don't bend. The asphalt burns long before we bow.
Boots hit the blacktop, smoke starts to rise. Heat in my chest, war in my eyes. Sirens scream prayers that I never obey. But a rebel don't fold when the road turns gray. I'm the scorch on the concrete your laws can't tame. A match in the wind with a hunger for flame. You kneel for orders, I kneel for nothing but aim. Asphalt burns before we bow. We stand loud, we stand proud. Outlaw rhyme radio for the wolves that don't slow down. Tires spit sparks while the night turns red. Ash on my collar, ghost in my head. Every badge on the hunt wanna drag me back, but chains don't hold when you live off track. I'm the smoke in your courtroom, the fire you fear, the outlaw heartbeat you wish disappeared. Bow, not now, not here. Asphalt burns before we bow. We stand loud, we stand proud. Outlaw rhyme radio for the wolves that don't slow down. Let the pavement melt, let the sirens shout. We rise through heat the way rebels crawl out. Outlaw rhyme radio. The road bows to no one, and neither
to do it.